this idea of like pipeline management specifically.
Okay.
I think that's like part of your answer there, like getting data ready and like formatting it so
Okay.
that you can surface it or whatever. Like there's like part of me that's unclear about it because like ETL, reverse ETL processes are becoming increasingly automated because of tools like Census, like basic data cleaning and prep
Okay.
is so much easier. And there's like self-serve no code tools to help you do that. I think that like we'll see DBT get into the more marketing operations use cases. But I don't know, like it's tricky because it's easy for us like non-data operations people or like not data engineers to say like, oh yeah, like data pipeline management is at risk to be automated by AI because we're not deeply into that space. But the thoughts that I have are data complexity continues to increase as like,
Yeah.
Martech stacks are growing, more sophisticated, complexity of data integrations, blah blah blah. So that's part of the side that makes me think, there's like a bit of future proofing in there. But there's like system maintenance that needs human attention when pipelines are breaking and stuff. Custom business logic remains like really tricky across like nuances, and everyone's like a little bit different. But I don't know, there's like this thing that makes me unsure about it because of how fast this space has changed and how easier things like collecting data, putting it into warehouse and sharing it across tools that like I don't need to hire a team of data engineers to do reverse ETL for me
Right.
anymore.
Totally.
I could have one person doing that with Census. Like that's the part that like makes it a bit unclear to me.
Yeah. So let's like unpack that a little bbit. So I agree with you. I don't think that, if you don't have like reverse ETL or these what do they call it when what do they call just normal ETL? I don't know. Just ETL then.
Yeah,
Um
ETL, yeah.
yeah, so if you don't have that, then you need a data engineer
Yeah.
to actually write scripts and calls to pass from data from one system to another.
Yeah.
And with the tools that are coming out, the platforms coming out today, yeah, you don't need that. So I completely agree with you. I think that for me, when I think about data pipeline, I do think that that's going to be a necessary role. It won't be a team, but it'll be a necessary role because I do think someone needs to oversee the connection of the reverse ETL tool like Census and connecting it from all of the different activation tools or upstream data sources over to the data warehouse. I don't think it's definitely not just plug and play,
Yeah.
and it can maybe in the future become plug and play if there's some standardization. But like, so for example, this is the only way that it could go away is, I think the listeners are familiar with like Salesforce or Marketo. They have big app exchanges, and with tools that connect to the app that are part of the app exchange, it literally plugs in. Like all you have to do is enter these tokens and these
Yeah.
API calls and these secret keys. That doesn't require a person. You can actually have a marketer or whoever, an admin person enter those keys, and the tools are connected. But I don't think the data warehouse is like that. Like we're not even kind of close to that. Even
Mm-hmm.
like Snowflake, I think they're trying to go there. But you still need a person to say like, okay, how are these going to work together? What are the data points? You know, do I wish that they connected together like Marketo and Salesforce? They just like it's like a handshake and then boom, you're connected. I think we're still far away from that, and therefore I think the data pipeline role is still going to be critical. But it's not going to be a whole team, and it doesn't need to be an engineer.
Yeah. Yeah, totally agree.